Welcome to my talk, which is titled How to Support Learners with Disabilities Within Educational Institutions. I want to start off by saying that this presentation is going to be very practical and pragmatic focus. And whilst, I love theory, I felt that for this event, it's going to be more hands-on. And I decided to focus and disclose that I'm autistic, and this presentation will be very much informed by my lived experience being disabled. I've introduced this acronym called ACCESS. And this acronym is going to really speak to ways or strategies and how we can support learners who are disabled. So A stands for agency. And whilst there is lots of growing awareness to subjectify people, to speak to them like a human being and to center their voices, there's still many countries, cultures, and contexts where disabled people are denigrated, pathologized, and problematized. Talk with them, learn with them, learn from them to understand how can we accommodate an environment of teaching and learning that caters to their individual needs. C stands for care. Now, it's really, really important that we approach disabled people or disabled learners from a place of compassion and care. So we need to always consider, are their basic human needs attended to? And often I look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Those basic inherent human needs, have they been addressed and have they been attended to support the person to perform at an optimal level? Now, this is obviously a buzzword now. We often hear there's a lot, but most people don't actually understand the principles of co-design. It also complements the principles of universal design and being attuned and being aligned with the person. That to me is what I call as co-design. And in education sector, this is very important in how you prepare assessments, how you write curriculum and those types of things. Equity is also understanding that people have unique, distinctive needs. I draw inspiration from this framework called intersectionality, who was coined by Black legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw. And she talks about the importance of unveiling people's intersectional differences. We kind of assume that if we give everyone the same treatment, that every person would benefit from that treatment. Because every person has a unique profile and portfolio. We need to move to a place where we can accommodate differences and diverse ways of learning. This is a mindset issue because we have been conditioned, and that also includes myself, where I used to even see my own disabled equals from a place of fear, worry. And I used to also discriminate people who were in wheelchairs because it's how society has conditioned me. But as I moved into my adolescent and adult years, I saw all those flaws, all those fallacies, and all those stereotypes out there. So we need to deconstruct all of these ideologies and see people for who they are. As we come to a close, there are two things I want you to remember or take from this presentation. And these two things are, my sentiments. The first one is inclusion is a mindset. It's as simple as that. So if you change your mindset, you understand inclusion better and you would not exclude a person who's disabled. And disability inclusion is not about lowering standards, as parents at schools often would say to me, but rather it's about removing the barriers that prevent people from showing what they are truly capable of. We need to understand we live in a neurotypical world. A neurotypical world that is geared for neurotypical people, or in short, non-disabled people. Thank you, Dr. Munir, once again for this amazing opportunity. It's so nice, to come back here again and to speak as a disabled person, to share my insider's perspective on what's important to me and the world. Thank you so much.